Hi everyone, welcome back to another BTLO Replay. Before we jump into LOL or LOL, be sure to follow us on X, LinkedIn, or join the Discord server to keep in touch with the BTLO community. Links are in the description box below. Alright, let's get started. So we got LOL, medium type, lab, Windows operations, type lab. Haven't done this one before. It's a very old lab, but you can see by the date. What, 3 years? Is this 3 years old? This can't be. Well, looking forward to play with it, right? So let's read the scenario real quick. An escalation email was received by the SOC team from one of their managed security customers stating that a suspicious exe file has been identified on one of their servers. But the SOC team did not receive any alerts for this particular file. The customer wants to know if the file is malicious or not. You are required to perform reverse engineering actions against this binary to discover the action it takes and relay this back to the team so they could decide whether to active. Is that supposed to be activate or whether to active the incident response team or not? All right, let's see. All right, we got a couple of questions. I already got that lab booted up, so we're going to jump into it right now. All right, we are in the lab right now. Be mindful to log in these old labs. It's not just BTLO user and password. The password will be found in the details. It was BTLO test for me and the password BTLO like 123. But information will be found in details. So we have these questions here. And let's get started. I'm really looking forward to see what these old labs, how they compare to the new labs, right? Okay, let's see what we got. We have an investigation folder. Actually, let me use my mouse actually. We have a README. I think that's the... Okay, so we have these tools installed. And we have command line tools. For encoding and decoding, use plugins installed in Notepad. Procmon. Okay, cool. Keep this minimized. Oh, we got a lot of tools. What are we investigating? Is it this? Let me actually see something with these tools. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna jump to another screen that covers some of these tools, because some of these tools I'm not familiar with. Where is it? Pyan, extractor. There's another one I missed, but we're gonna look into these tools, okay? Let's check these out. So we're in the GitHub for PyInstaller extractor. So it's a Python script used to extract the contents of PyInstaller. So we see the syntax. All right, so mainly here, let's get familiar with the syntax, right? So Python, PyInstructor, Py, and then file name. So that must be Linux and that one's Windows. Let's see. Okay, that's that. Let's jump into uncompile. All right, we're at uncompile right now. Take a look at this. How old is this GitHub? Oh yeah, 7 years old. Yeah, it's formatted kind of strange. Let's see. Translates Python bytecode back into equivalent Python source code. Yeah, this is a lot. I just want to look at the syntax. Uses. Okay, uncompile. Compile Python file or got it. Okay. Man, this is a lot. This is too much, but yeah, I think we got some familiarity with these two tools. Let's jump back to the lab. All right, so we're back. Let's get started with question 1. What is the name of the tool used to compile the malicious binary? All right, so let's use our new tools against that binary, which I believe was this one right here. I'm not sure if we need to change the... I'm not going to launch it, but let's do this in PowerShell. Run those tools in PowerShell. Oh, this is quite slow. Let's see, PowerShell. Let's do this one. I'll do admin. All right, so I had to do a bit of navigating. So we're gonna run this new tool against the malicious binary, right? And let's do that. Sweet. So we got some good information. Let's look at our questions again. What is the name of the tool used to compile the malicious binary? So we see Pi installer. Beginning instruction. Yep. I think that's our answer. Pi installer. Make sure I spell that right. There we go. And the version of this tool, it seems to be 2.1 plus. I don't think it wants the plus, so let's see. There we go. So that's question 2, right? I think we could find some valuable information there. Let's see if I'm missing anything else. I don't think so. Let's run it. Okay, we got a lot of stuff. Scroll back up. Okay, this is a huge output. Not too sure where our command is at. Oh gosh. Okay, right there. Okay. What is the version of the language used to write this file? Version of the language. Wow, look at the date it was compiled. This is crazy. So we're getting close because I know compiling deals with programming. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Compiling is when you transform the program language, whatever it is, C#, Java, into binary, ones and zero, machine code, so the computer can understand. If that's my correct understanding of compiling. Let's see. Is this not the answer? Decompiled from Python. Let me try this as the answer. Maybe wrong. I was right. I know, correct me if I'm wrong, programmers, but Python's, that's an interpreter. I know the question is not asking if, compiling versus interpreter, but I just thought that was interesting, right? But it's actually for the language. No, sorry, the version of the language, which is Python 2.7.9. But we're back for question 4. What are the 2 modules used for obfuscation and the decompiled code? Name them in the order of deobfuscation, if I can know how to pronounce that. So I just ran this tool uncompiled 6.exe against the extracted content, and just going over it again. Go to tools, master. You can see the extracted content here. Ran this file against the, where is it? Leave this tool right. Oh, sorry, this file right here, the compiled, right? And let me minimize that. And then we have this piece of content, which we're gonna throw in the Cyberchef, right, to decompile it even more. But the question is asking, what are the 2 modules used for the obfuscation? So we see the 2 modules, right? That is base 64, comma zlib. All right, second, or I forgot the numbering, but this question, what is the program name? Sorry, no, we missed something. How many imports are included in the code? That's the code. Let's open up Cyberchef real quick, which will be located in the tools. It will be Cyberchef. We're going to open up the web version. Put this input here. And there's no copy and paste limit within the box, but outside the box it is 100 characters, right? This looks kind of like hex. Let's take a better look at it. Yeah, it looks kind of like hex, so let's do a from hex. Oh, hold on. No, we had it here. And zlib, inflate. Yeah, inflate decompresses data. Okay. Sweet. All right, so we have the import. Actually, let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. We have the import OS, subprocess base64, and all this other type of stuff. So let's actually take a look at that question again. How many imports are included in the code? All right, so I got the answer right this time. So it's asking how many imports are included in the code, right? Looking at this right here, you're gonna see the type of imports, right? Oh, import OS, import subprocess, import base64. But when you actually look at the code, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of what? The import subprocess. You don't really see mention of base64 or OS or none of that stuff. So that's what I base it off of, right? And I got the correct answer. Now there may be other ways you can find it out, but that's what worked for me, right? Let's go to the next question. What is the program name that is used by the malware to download external resources? All right, I'm back. We just answered this question. What is the program name that is used by the malware to download external resources? Not sure why this is here, but pretty much let me show you how I got that. A lot of trial and error, but pretty much just recap. Remember, we got this encoded, this piece of code, right, from running this uncompiled command. I threw that into CyberChef, decoded it from hex, and zlib got this output with multiple, like 5 subprocesses. But I copied the M string, open up another page in CyberChef, threw the M string in here, and then decoded the M string from base64. Now, when you look through these, how can I say? You look through these subprocesses and see what they want to open, you see a weird command, right? A program used by the malware to download external resources. The first one that popped up in my mind was this npcmd run exe, right? It's kind of, and look, download file, URL, blah, blah, blah. And it looks like they download some privilege escalation type script, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a win piece, right? Kind of like a win piece script. I'm not a red team or a penetration tester, but some privilege escalation script. And yeah, so that's how I got that answer. All right, so we just got that one. What is the second recon tool the malware attempts to download? So this is right after getting WinPeas. Again, I'm not too familiar with this, so you might have to research, hey, what are these tools? So parallels.bat, which you could do a quick Google search on it. Actually, I'll do it on my second screen just to see what this is. Yep, it is a recon-based tool. Wow, interesting. Another privilege escalation enumeration script, right? Interesting. So that's another one. I guess it helps to have former knowledge, but again, you could just do some Google searching. I did not. I was just doing some trial and error, and it turns out this one turned out to be it. I mean, it looks out of place as well too, right? All right. Where are the downloaded files being stored? Provide the file path. So it has to be within here. If you see here, one thing I noticed, you see obviously the file paths is going to start with the C drive. Windows, then temp folder, then CrashPad. You look up CrashPad, that's some type of software that stores, it stores stuff, pretty much data, right? So it shouldn't be shocking that the hacker, and as you can see another event, CrashPad, it shouldn't be shocking that the hacker is attempting or is storing stuff in this app CrashPad, right? Let's see what else. Yeah, so let's give that a shot. Let's see, I'll get rid of that. Yeah, so they're storing it in CrashPad. And lastly, the malware attempts to perform a file upload. What is the full URL of the destination? So URL, that should be a dead giveaway. We should find something with HTTPS. Let's see. Oh, right there. I found it. Just double check. File upload. Okay. Got it. Right here. HTTPS. And yeah, that's kind of very obvious right there. Let's give that a shot. Hopefully we got the right format. There we go. So we got all the answers. So hopefully that made sense. I know we were jumping around everywhere, but we pretty much saw this attack from beginning to end, ending with some exfiltration, as you can see right here. Pretty cool lab. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Right? It's one of those old labs you don't really see anymore. But thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to never miss a video. In the meantime, remember to join us on Discord and tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. BST for BTLO Replay. Thanks everyone, and see you next time.